Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm sure you heard the new Grom got announced today or yesterday. Nothing too impressive. I'm happy with the one I got. So I wanted to quickly do a before video of a bunch of mods I want to do to my Grom. The first one, my lift gets here on Monday, so I'm going to just wait for that. The first one is to install these NDC chain tensioners, and they have kind of a spot here where you can put your spool. So I bought a set of spools to go along with that, which will make it a lot easier to work on the bike. And in addition to that, I'm gonna get the Camara air intake. I've got a whole new set of clutch plates and 60% springs coming in. What else do I have going on? I'm gonna check the condition of the chain and the sprockets. If they're worn, then I may do some replacement on those as well. But before I do that, I think the Camara is probably going to make the biggest difference. And I wanted to kind of see what the bike sounds like and get that recorded on video as a before sound on just idle. Here we go. Finding that neutral. It's a little wobbly. Wobble. All right. So that's what the Yoshi pipes sound like now. And I'll save this video so we can then do a before and after comparison. Let's see if we can keep it at like 2,000 RPM and see what that's. Let's do 3,000 RPM. How about 4? The bike sounds actually pretty good for 125. It's kind of crazy how good this thing sounds. Although it does sound a little loud, like when I'm going around just our quiet little hood here, raised a lot of eyebrows. And it's, especially if you have to like go down to first or something, it just sounds like all hell's broken loose, which is kind of cool. Whatever, I don't really care. But yeah, so those are some of the projects I got going on. I ordered these mirrors. They were pretty cheap, and I really like them. I'll post a link to these, actually. I've been playing with them a little bit. They're nice and solid. I know some of you guys don't like big mirrors. I'm a big high-vis freak, so I like being able to see everything everywhere around me. So I definitely like these mirrors, and they're nice and solid. I didn't get any vibration out of them. And I think they were super cheap. I don't quite remember, actually. It's been a few weeks since I ordered it, and I think I just put it on like 2 weeks ago. Haven't gotten a lot of riding done or anything. I've actually been kind of under the weather a bit, and I'm actually sick again now. My back was out, and now I got dealing with something respiratory related. Not COVID, I don't think, but anyway, it is. I just got like a thing going on, so I don't really feel like going for rides that much. But I might go for another ride today, just to get some fresh air. What else? Oh, I do want to change these grips. This one actually on the right, that's not too bad. But on the left, the previous owner had some janky kind of bar end mirror that was like glued onto here. So this bar end is all jacked up. And I want to find a cool solution that doesn't look like a toy. So if you guys have some sort of recommendation on grips and bar ends, I'd love to hear about it. I do like these Pro Taper bars. I think they're cool. Tires are in decent shape. What else? What else can I do? And then, okay, I think, so this was what the previous owner told me anyway, was that the tune that was done for this bike included the Camara air intake, which he hasn't installed yet. So hopefully when we put the Camara on, then the tune is complete, like for that setup. But I'm considering sending it in to get a real, tune kind of put on there as soon as I get that all taken care of and installed. It looks like a real easy install, so I'm looking forward to it. And then, like I said, my lift gets here on Monday. Probably take me a day to set that up. And then I got plenty of projects set aside for all the bikes. And the one bike that hasn't been getting any riding time is my Z900, which is a real shame because I do miss riding that bike. So I am planning on taking it out this weekend. Yeah, it's kind of crazy the difference in maneuverability between all of these bikes. I actually took the Nighthawk out yesterday for a ride around the neighborhood. And I hit a patch of sand, and boy, that back end went out like crazy. I nearly ate it. And I wasn't even going that fast. I think I was probably going 25, maybe 30. And just this really fine sand on the ground around the corner. And man, it got super scary. In fact, there was a pedestrian right there. And I think she felt the bike coming at her. Like, she got kind of terrified because the back end of the bike kind of fully slipped. But that's the nice thing with this little guy. It's so easy to control. And that was kind of my point for bringing that up. It's the Grom is such a controllable bike, so if you're trying to kind of get a little bit more comfortable with maneuvering and whatnot, it's such a great bike to like get off of your big bikes once in a while, get on one of these and develop that confidence for some of that trickier riding. Like I said, looking forward to getting some of that work done on this bike. What do you guys think of the new 2021 stuff that we saw? That seems like a pretty big change from the existing setup. I mean, at least looks-wise. Look, kind of cool, but I actually really like the way this bike looks. So, and, I think people are just divided over the headlights a lot of times, and I happen to really like them. Yeah, I don't do any night riding in this thing anyway, so it's more the looks of the actual thing for me. Yeah, it's not that bright. It's okay though. I wonder if is there a replacement bulb that can go brighter? I don't know. Beep, beep. Cool. All right, if you guys know some other mods I should be considering, let me know. But next video will probably be me installing all of these mods all in one session. I don't know how realistic that is, but shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I've looked at the videos for all the clutch work. It seems like about an hour's worth of work. The chain tensioner should be maybe another hour, and the Camara should be an hour. And since I got most of it apart by then, those things shouldn't take very long. But I should see a pretty noticeable difference, I think, after all that is done. And then possibly sending it out for a new tune after that. And that would probably bring some more HPs. And of course, if you have a Grom, you know that's really not what it's about. It's not about how much faster you can make this bike go. This bike is a super maneuverable bike. It's a lot of fun to ride around the neighborhood. It's just above kind of the kind of fun you would normally get out of a scooter, but out of a small motorcycle. So it's a lot of fun, I gotta say. I feel very safe on it. I don't ever feel like I'm overextending myself. If you're into big bikes and you're considering adding a Grom to your garage just for fun, like I did, I'm not going to talk you out of that. I think I think it's a fun decision. I think it's fun to ride. And I got this idea. I don't know. You guys comment and let me know. Do you ever let your kids ride behind you on the bike? I don't, because it just seems like a horrible idea. In fact, I don't let anybody ride behind me. And as you can see, I've actually removed the rear pegs. I don't like that at all. My wife doesn't like to ride anyway, so she hasn't since before we were married, I think. And this bike still has them, and this is actually a perfect bike for having somebody right behind you. Look at the size of that seat. But with the Grom, I actually feel like I could have my little boy sit behind me just to run him around the neighborhood. So I don't know. I think this is the first bike I actually felt kind of comfortable doing that, and just for little fun rides around the neighborhood or whatever. So let me know if you ever do that with your kids. I think this would be a fun bike for that. And the chances of you laying this down because it's overpowering you or whatever are very low. Hopefully none. Anywho, look forward to your comments, questions, judgments, whatever you got, and peace.